Hoff here, and today is a moving day. Ain't that right, Amash? So, there's a lot going on. My parents are in the middle of moving, and because my landlord won't allow pets, Amash is going to stay with them. And yeah, 26 years in the same house. Let's see how crazy it gets. First things, I had to get to Atlanta where Amash was from DC. So I had my nephew take me to the airport. I was starving, so I got the falafel bowl from Kava. And yes, I had to get Five Guy Cajun fries because they're amazing. And I'm traveling, so why not? To start my morning, I made coffee. Turns out my mom's coffee maker was an espresso machine, so I was wired all day. She had so much ready and packed to go, but these are not the things we took with us. Everything came from my dad's workshop, so my brother and my other nephew had to load up so much stuff. This is the largest size U-Haul you can get. It's 26 feet. Now for U-Haul, they only charge you a flat rate, regardless of how much space you fill up in here or how much of the weight is. It's not likely they're going to overdo the amount of weight in it, but it's still a lot of stuff. There's power tools, there's lumber, there's a giant lawnmower, and there's all kinds of things. Because when the professional movers come with their big trucks, they charge per square foot. So some of the things that whatever they can move, especially stuff like the power tools and all of my dad's things, they're just going to go in here. Some of the furniture, and including Amash's cat house. So we're loading it ourselves. We got friends, we got family, and we're just going to get this moving for the 5-hour move. It was like human Tetris to the max, loading up lumber, tools. I mean, these are literally kilotons. Like, what? But they're heavy, so, and they're very bulky. And all of these tools and these boxes, well, not always boxes, as much as we could really get to fit in there. So here we are, not even halfway through. The lawnmower still has to go, but I mean, had to take a quick break to hang out with the kitty cat. I need to get my anxiety checked because somebody called me and I jumped and swerved the car and busted my mom's mirror on her car on someone's mailbox. I mean, their mailbox is fine. And then I went and hung out with a baby just to make me feel better because babies are cute.
After they destroyed 3 of the beaver dams too, but nobody saw them do it, so they can't get in trouble for it. Is this house owned by the way? Yeah, we have the.
Is that your stick, Amash? Does that belong to you? Yeah? Your stick? Mine. My stick. There's nothing quite like a cat playing with a stick. It's so cute, it's so wholesome. And what he's laying on is actually a carpet roll in my dad's garden. Anytime he remodeled or somebody remodeled and threw out old carpet, he would save it and he cut these big strips that he would use to make the walkways that prevented plants from like growing out of the wrong spot so that he had somewhere to walk in between the rows of his garden. So we had to say goodbye to all of that and all the materials that they had and the years of work. Chick-fil-A coffee is disgusting, by the way. Time to get Amash his last little meal before it was time to go. He had no idea what was coming. In the back of my car was all these plans, my little fairy garden I took with me, and the best co-pilot ever, little bitty Amash, and my mom's suitcases. So, and I had his fuzzy blanket. I actually put it on my seat so that I could lay on it, so that my smell would be on it, so at the new house he could smell me. Fortunately for us, Amash, he was a little hard to catch this morning because he's just used to playing. He's an outdoor cat completely. But Amash, we have moved many, many times, so he is familiar with being in the car. He doesn't care for it, but he's not shocked by it. It's some cats, if they're not used to being in a carrier in the car, it can make them anxious. If you get a cat and you think you might end up moving sometime in the future, I recommend just putting them in their carrier sometimes. Don't act freaked out or overly coddling on them, and just drive around a little bit just to get them used to being in the car. Take them with you if you're going to go into the drive-thru or something like that, just to get them used to being in the car for a little while so they're not so anxious. My favorite part of the trip was driving through Alabama. We ended up taking Amash out of the carrier and he just sat on my nephew's lap and we just drove. Beautiful, beautiful skies. And then we kept it on the leash just for a little bit at the new place before we just let him, because I didn't want him to like run off and run up a tree or get scared. So I gave him just a few minutes, but he was growling at us because he was quite unhappy to be on a leash. Of course, eventually we did release the beast and he just ran off. My next meal, yes, potatoes again, because that's all I can eat at anywhere is french fries. I was at the regional airport in Mobile, Alabama, and this airport was so cute, it was so tiny. Like, this is the whole airport, all of the gates. I'm so used to, like, the massive airports, like DC, like Atlanta, and they're huge, and this is just a small little, it's not international, it's regional, and all the planes are really small, so very, very tight flight. And I missed my connection, so that's my plane. It's leaving. I just ran to the gate, and this was happening. So, ta-ta. But I got a connecting flight. They had one going to the same place, just different airport. So I had to call my nephew. And I got there late, very late, but I managed to find a space in the baggage claim where I could pray. It is the middle of the night and the airport is definitely closed and all these people are illegally parking, but nobody cares because it's late at night and there's not like a lot of passengers. So here I am waiting for my ride and I just want to shower the airport off of me and sleep for a long, long time.